so let's do this. Let's start here. This is from Tech Dirt, and this is one of my favorite sites, actually. There's very few websites on the internet that I can say this is one of my favorite sites, but this one in particular actually is. Tech Dirt reports this. The DOJ says it's time to add ransomware attacks to the ever-expanding war on terror. Yep, that's right. That's right. So now, the war on terror, you remember that? Remember George W. Bush? Terror. Remember that? The war on terror. He could never even say it, this guy from Texas. And, now this war is continually happening, and this war on terror. And now ransomware attacks are going to be added to the list. So let's read some of this. This is from today, Friday, June 30th. Or sorry, I'm time traveling. Friday, June 11th. Holy crap. Check this out. High-profile ransomware attacks. Some of the FBI have Some the FBI have tentatively attributed to Russian hackers have provoked the kind of response none of us should be in any hurry to welcome. But it's been coming to this point for years, they say. All right. So again, let's see. Let's go there. Let's get a thing. All right. Malicious hacking efforts, some of them targeting government agencies, have been normal for as long as we've had computers and networks, and it's something our own surveillance agencies engage in, whether to search for terrorists or to simply cripple foreign governments. Throughout it all, there's been a steady call by some legislators and officials to turn cyber wars into actual wars, or at the very least, allow U.S. government agencies to engage in more offensive hacking efforts rather than simply play defense. War, or anything government can call a war, is one simple trick governments use to obtain more power for themselves at the expense of the rights of those they serve. Weird, huh? Weird how somebody out there is saying these things and not actually just carrying water for the establishment and trying to set up the next world war, right? Trying to set up the rest of this. This is... Again, like I said, we need more brave people to say things like this, because this is the truth of the matter, is that, what was it? Eisenhower warned against the military-industrial complex, how it cannot be stopped. There are powers that are behind the scenes pulling the strings to make sure perpetual war and what is it? Artificial scarcity, just like out of 1984, just like Orwell has always said, is that this stuff is real. This stuff is actually real. And so here we go now. We have another slice of the war on terror. Terror, right? I can't even say it properly. I can't even say it as badly as George W. Bush when I try to say it badly. But you get what I'm saying, right? The war on terror now is they're trying to add this as the next thing. Ransomware is the next thing in line for the war on treatment. A DOJ internal memo, first referenced by Reuters and shared by the DOJ with Gizmodo, is equating ransomware attacks with terrorism. Now here's the official statement. Check this out. The U.S. Department of Justice plans to take a much harsher approach when pursuing cybercriminals involved in ransomware attacks, and will investigate them using strategies similar to those currently employed against foreign and domestic terrorists. And notice, the definition of a terrorist changes. All right? Now, right? Notice. Now, this is an important distinction to make. When you notice the way the political winds are blowing, terrorists become these people or those people, right? Because of course they can't just have people that break this particular law. It has to be a group of people they can politically shade, right? Or go after, or malign, or whatever. It's just part of the whole what would you call it? Division politic, as it were. All right. So this is what's happening. So just one add it to the list. Ransomware attacks, you're now a terrorist. If you talk about things like this on the internet like this, well, how long is it before we're not a terrorist? You see, like there's a lot in play here that doesn't get enough exposure, in my opinion. And like I said, that's why Tech Dirt here is one of my favorite websites on the internet, because they don't pull any punches. There's no bullshit with them. They're like, nope, this is important, and we're talking about it, and that's that. And of course, if nobody amplifies this or talks about this or brings it up, or it gets dumped on dumping day. You see? Dumping day, Friday. The day that the news trickles out and flows into the weekend of barbecue and beer, and nobody notices a damn thing. And then Monday comes around, and the media has a new plan, and they hope you forget all of this stuff. But anyway, a new class and breed of terrorist. by design and being defined as part of that under the terrorism umbrella by the U.S. government. And to me, well, that's dangerous. I think this is dangerous because we, just like Elena says in the chat, what's up? We're all going to be on that list eventually. And I think that's part of the equation here. And part of what really irritates me about this is that basically if you have, you just go against the establishment, you end up on the list, right? You end up on the list. And it isn't right. It's